Hey Kira, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
So good. So good.
We requested to see that house again and no response. So frustrated.
My goodness.
So I'm gonna call the agent instead today and just see if I can
Yeah.
talk to her.
Yeah, I'd call if she doesn't answer, send a text. If you still don't get a response, you can always like message the broker. This is usually my last resort, and I do this very infrequently. So don't default to this, but you can message the broker and just be like, "Hey, I just wanted to check in on this agent. I've been trying to schedule a showing on a specific property they listed for like a week now, and I haven't heard back with calls, texts, the showing service, nothing. Is everything okay?"
Well, with when you click request, does it go to the actual seller or does it go to
Um,
the agent? And
It depends on how they set it up. So you can either send it to the seller or send it to the agent or just approve it instantly.
okay.
So
All
yeah.
right. Well,
So,
luckily my guy is like self-employed, so he's like anytime, anytime at all.
yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that they wouldn't respond.
I mean, I get he was going through heart surgery last week, but take it off the market for a little bit more, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, because that's a very easy solution. They already did that, it sounded like. So
Hmm.
I don't know. Or at least get a response so you can make a plan.
Right.
Oh, well, keep it up. We'll see where this goes. But by the way, things like this are usually good news for your buyers because if you're struggling like this, everyone else is as well. And so if you can't get to see the house, no one has seen the house. And then if you are the first, then you might be the only one that has seen this house. Could be could be an awesome scenario for you. So keep trying, keep pushing. All right. What else are we talking about today? How is lead generating going? Are you guys finding more leads? People saying, I want to buy or sell at some point, and that you get their contact information. I guess is the other thing to make call them a real lead. How's that going?
Tricky. I just had this lead that popped up last week and then he got sick and he doesn't answer any texts, so I have to call him every day. I want an answer from him. So getting his information has been super tricky. How would you go about handling somebody who's like interested in buying a home, but they're not responding to the listings you're sending them and you're trying
Um,
to get them on board?
are they looking at the listings? Would be my first
I
question.
think so. He has his read receipts off. And so
Um,
I called him the other day and he said he was just super sick, so he couldn't even talk. So I'm trying to figure out how to navigate it. I haven't gotten him signed yet, so that's the next step.
yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite scripts that I tell people is the hardest part about my job is matching your motivation. So if you're ready to go, excited, and I'm not sending or showing you houses, you're going to be upset with me. And the reverse of that is if I keep sending you things and I'm like, let's go see some houses, I'm reaching out to you constantly, and you're not ready, then I seem like I'm this overbearing sales agent. But really, I want to make sure I'm not dropping the ball. So I'm going to default to that more often than not. But you need to keep me in the loop with where you're at. So should I still be sending you properties? Do you want to go see any soon? Or have you kind of cooled off for a minute? And it just kind of brings down the guard, lets him be like, oh, yeah, I can just tell him exactly where I'm at, and he's not going to be offended, kind of an idea. And so it
Totally.
works
Yeah, I
well.
love that script. I'm going to internalize that.
Yeah. Yeah. The hardest part about my job is matching your motivation. I say that all the time to people, even agents, right? Like if you guys are like, I want to sell one house, then it's like, go do whatever you want. You can maybe sell a house in a year. But if you're like, I need to sell 10 houses this year, it's like, great. Well, you probably need to have 50 conversations a week because that will generate you well enough leads that you can even have mistakes and mess things up and still get 10 closings. If you get better at all of it, you could probably have 25 conversations a week and hit those kind of numbers. But so that breaks down to 5 to 10 conversations every single day that you should be having. So if you have high motivation, that's what I should be holding you accountable. That's what we should be talking to constantly. Uh, but if you don't want to hit those numbers and me harping on you making phone calls, then that's not me matching your motivation. So we're in the same boat.
And you're right about the conversations. I hear from everybody that when they give advice, they're like, just have more conversations. The last little while, I've shifted my focus from having any conversation to having real estate focused conversations,
Mhm.
excluding agents, which has been really challenging. So anywhere from like 5 to 10 of those a day has been my goal.
Yes, I basically count anyone from my sphere if I'm building the relationship, that counts to me. Um, because that's going to help you in the long run. So that is good. Just building a relationship with more people. Usually real estate comes up, to be honest, though, with those. Anyone that you're not trying to just directly build the relationship is, are you talking about real estate? And could they be your client? So real estate agents are out, but like any leads that you have, conversations are great. And now I'm not picky. You could talk to the same 50 people every single week. Um, that's probably not going to have the same results as if you talk to 50 different people every single week. But you're going to run out of people at some point and going to have to repeat and recycle that. But still, 50 conversations, if you can have conversation, if you only have 50 people, they're not going to answer your call every single week. That's you're talking to them way too much. But if you can get 200, 300 people that you're cycling through 50 a week, it spreads that out a little bit. And then you add in leads with like open houses, door knocking, Disbo's expired, something like that to really spread out the number of conversations you're having. And those are the successful agents. And then it will get easier and you can probably dial that back down to about 5 conversations a day rather than the 10.
And then on top of that, I've been doing more social media outreach too. So I think that also helps just reach more
I,
people, you know.
yeah. Now, to me, a conversation is two-way, right? And so you can do this a lot of way. The very best way is a phone call. I would say next best is a text message or a direct message, right? Send them a message on Facebook. That's just as good as texting. Send them an Instagram DM, Snapchat, like whatever, like just engage those conversations. I didn't know this, and so I know very little about how he's doing it, but I heard just the other day one of the top agents in our office, his name's Mike Gooch. He's probably on track to close like 40 transactions this year. Uh, his whole marketing is direct message on social media. He's like a young guy, went to BYU, and he like the whole idea that he was doing is he didn't have anyone's numbers when he got into real estate. So he would just DM them. I have no idea what he's saying, what he's doing, what his follow-up looks like, anything like that. But that's how he's reaching out to people, and he is absolutely crushing it. like I said, he's on track to close 40 or more transactions this year. So he's close to 20 closings already this year. Ridiculous. And DMs is his way. But again, it's just conversation. It's just a form that a lot of people don't think about. I don't know. Maybe I'm old and I don't think DMs are a form of conversation, but it is. You can send messages to people. So, however you need to do that, just focus on conversations. The more conversations, the better. And then go crush it. Kate, today we have roadmap check-in. So if you want some accountability, come on in. I'll be here hanging out, ready to chat. We have team meeting today, which should be awesome. And then tomorrow, no, is it tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow is Win with Sellers. 100% be there. This is like the most important thing that you could come to. uh, for the whole like quarter. This is the big training that will help you get outsized results. It's going to be taught by Clay Winder. He is one of the top listing agents in our brokerage. If you have not come to one of his trainings, you will leave wanting to hang out with him more, or make fun of him more, which whenever I meet him or talk to him, I want to do both. So uh, definitely come tomorrow. It is a like basically all day training. He'll probably be done by like 3, but it's like 9 to 3-ish. And we're gonna bring in lunch, everything like that. So if you have not registered, I'm gonna email out the link today to everyone to make sure that you have that. It's gonna be talked about in team meeting. So definitely come tomorrow for that.
Cam, is that a free class or is there a registration fee?
There is a $15 fee, and basically that covers lunch and everything else that Clay is doing. So you're basically buying yourself lunch is what we're doing. So uh, best way, like if you could buy Clay lunch and hang out with him for an hour, you would probably change your business. Well, this is you just buy yourself lunch and you get to hang out with Clay for like 6 or 7 hours. So definitely worth the cost. So I'm going to be there. I expect everyone to be there as well because it should be amazing. So I'll see you guys here shortly for checkpoint or team meeting, and then for sure tomorrow for Win with Sellers. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.